I don't look at him very much.
Here we go now.
Okay. Well, I'm Iris Pear, and he's Bob. Of all things, we met here in Lubbock back in 19...
I'm 85 years old, and she's 84 years old, and I met her in 1950, the spring of 1950 here in Lubbock, Texas, and that was the beginning of my downfall right there.
We had quite a time trying to find a church after we came up here to Lubbock, because we were going to get back into the Methodist church, but we didn't. So we've been here about 4 years.
We had worked in church programs ever since we were married, and we'd have some manner of presentation, teaching people to give to the church and asking for their support to the church. And by and large, bottom line, it was a growth pattern. If you were giving 6% of your income this year, you should consider 7% at least, or whatever the Lord tells you, next year. It was that sort of thing. But maybe you should take it from there.
Well,
what we ought to do,
well,
instead, because we're about 8 or 9% of about where we were.
And when Ashley, the young man from Arizona, was down and preached last Sunday, when I heard that message, I told Bob that morning, I said, you know, we should be giving 10%. Because I think that's what the Bible teaches, and I think we would be blessed. We've been blessed. God has blessed us with, 5 children, and they've all done well. But I just think that God would continue to bless us in our old age. We have problems. Lots of old people do have problems. But we just felt like it would be so much better if it would bless us, and it would also help the church if we could give a 10% time. And we agreed that morning that's what we would do.
Counting on how you count it, we may have, in some people's eyes, tithed a lot of those years. If you count other gifts and so on, but really, the gifts you give to the Red Cross, to the United Way, to the wounded veterans, were all good, especially the Salvation Army. That's over and above the 10% now.
But this will be actually the first time we sit down and just give them the church 10%.
Yeah.
It even came off one time when I was, even after I washed my hands.